whether you are going to set 1-point version or 2-point version, so all can be set up into the 3 different ways. First one is the single node, second one is the multiple node, and third one is the pseudo mode. Okay, so first we have to see that we are going to see the setup for the Hadoop configuration in the single mode. What is the single mode? Single mode is something where only one JVM will work. Okay, how to do that? So for setting the configuration, we require the operating system of the Unix flavor, whether it may be Ubuntu or the Linux Mint, any one. You could be able to see in my system the Linux has been installed, Linux Mint has been installed. So there is no problem, you can use any one, all are same. After that, what should be the minimum and the first requirement? So first, for the first must, we require that in our system the Java should be installed, and the minimum version for the Java is 1.6. Okay, if you are going to install Java versions less than 1.6, it will not work, because for Hadoop minimum version required is the 1.6. Now what should be the first step when you open your terminal? Means when you are going to open your Unix operating system, either directly or it may be in the virtual, there is no problem. So foremost you have to open your terminal. Okay, and the first command you have to do that you have to set up the, means you have to add the repository from the net. Sometimes it may be needed or sometimes it is not required, but the good way is to add the first repository. Okay, how to add the repository? For adding the repository, we have the command which I am going to type it on the my screen, so you may be able to see that. Are you able to see that? Okay, so the foremost command is the sudo one space add apt get repository, not get, simply repository space ppa that colon web update team / java. Now in my system it's already added. Okay, so there is no requirement. Once you just type it, this command, after press the enter, it will ask you the password. Then their password will be your system password. Whatever the password you have provided for your system will be the password for this one. Okay, so everyone is installing right now, or just simply listening?
Yeah, installing. But what is that actually? What does it mean? Web
web update. It's simply updating. Means sometimes
updating Java from the web.
It's from the Java. Means most of the things it handles from the Java only. Because in our
it's from the internet, right?
Yeah, it's from the net. So for this also we need the net. Okay. So this is the first command you have to enter. After that you have to press enter, then it will ask you the password. So just type the password of the system, whatever you have given. Okay. Once this repository will be added to your Unix or the virtual operating system, then after that you have to simply update this one. How to update that one? So for that we have the command sudo apt -get space update. Then this is the command for updating. Once you just add the repository, then you have to add the repository, so it will be up to date. Now after adding this one, you have the very first requirement that you should add the Java to your system. The Java can be added directly. Means if you are going to install the Java from the terminal, you can install from the terminal. Okay, and you can also do it by copy and paste into your home directory. So see, in my case, and the preferred way is to download each and everything in your system in the Windows for the Linux and keep it somewhere, and wherever you require you can just simply copy paste here. So see here, I have just downloaded the Java 1.7 version. You may be able to see it in the down. What you have to do here, after putting this Java folder, JDK folder in home directory, you have to simply extract this one. After extracting, you will get one Java folder in your home directory. What you have to do the next? You have to set the path and the Java home directory for the Java. So how to set that Java home directory and the path for Java. So just open one terminal, and here you have to type the command nano. This nano is simply a editor. Like Notepad, we have the editor. We can use the separate editor also, but this is the simplest one, nano, then one space dot bashrc. What is this bashrc? This is the shell of the Unix operating system. Once you type this command and enter, one page will be open. See here, in the case of the Ubuntu, this page will contain some information, but if you are using the Linux Mint, this page will be completely blank. Now we have to set the Java home and path for the into the your Ubuntu. So how you will set? So for that you have the command, as you may be able to see it on my screen. The command is export one space Java home, and you have to provide the location of the JDK where the JDK is present in your system. In my case, it is present in the home Vikram drive. Okay. So I have given the path as the home Vikram JDK. So check it in your system where it is present, you give the same path. Now after that you have to set the path, and that path will be up to the bin directory of the Java home. Why up to bin directory? Means whatever the requirement for your system and whatever the work you are going to do, it will be done into your bin directory. After setting these first two files, the Java home and path, what you have to do? You have to simply come out of this bash shell. How to come out for this one? So you have to press Ctrl plus X. Okay, Ctrl X. If you press the Ctrl X, what will happen? You will simply come out of this one. But for the first time when you are writing or doing any modification in that bash shell, it will ask you to save the changes. So that time simply press yes or enter, it will be saved and then it will come out. Now whatever the export file you have set, you have to save that so that it can be used in your system. So how you have to use? So for using, we have the command source space dot bashrc, same as the first one, source bash. Here again one terminal will be prompt will be returned. It means that whatever the configuration you have done, it is saved and now you can use it. Now I have to check whether I have installed the Java version 1.7 and it is present or it is done correctly or not. So for that we have to type the command java c one space dot version. Java c is simply the Java compiler. Now if I will press the enter, it will give me the value of the Java version if it is correctly configured in my system. See here, it is returning Java 1.7. So the same I have configured in my system. Okay. Now we have to make some passwordless commands. Okay. Why you need the passwordless? Because when at the time of running the Hadoop cluster, when the name node is going to contact with the data node or job tracker is going to contact with the task tracker, it will ask the password each and every time. So I have to make that passwordless. How to make that passwordless? So for making the passwordless, we have to first install the client and server into our system. How to install that client and server? It will take around 1 minute, hardly 1 minute time to install this client and server into system. So for that also we have the command sudo one space apt -get, and what you have to do? You have to install open SSH server one space open /sh, then you have to install the client also. What it will do? It will install the server and client into your system. But in my case, it's already installed. Okay. Now, if you are the first time, you have to install this one. Simply press enter. It will just get installed. Okay. After installing this one, the client and server, what will be the next step? Next step will you have to generate some key and value pair. Okay. Then only you will be able to make it passwordless. How to generate that key and value pair? So for that we have the command ssh -keygen without any space, keygen, then one space -t, then again one space dash capital P, then one space. We have to open and close the double quote sign. There should not be any space between this double quote, but there should be a space between the P and double quote. Okay, when you enter this one, it will ask you to generate something like that. So here I have missed something. What I have missed? So here I have missed that before dash PA, P, I have to type the command RSA. Now it is going to ask you enter file in which you have to save the key. So don't give any file name here. You have to simply do make enter. Don't type any file name. Again, in my system it is already existing because I have already configured. So it is asking me you want to override. If I will do yes, it will override. Otherwise, it will be continue. So for your, if you are using the first time, you just, it will not ask to override. It will be just install. Here what is happening, it will ask you enter the file name, location, each and everything. You don't provide anything, just make enter. You will get it installed. Okay, but one image sign. What key and value pair you have generated, you want to check that. So how you are going to check them? So for that we have the command ls command in the Unix or the Linux. What is the meaning of the ls command? Ls command is simply used to list all the things. So what you have done, you have generated the key and value pair for the SSH. So how you are going to check? You are simply type the command ls one space dot double s h then dash backslash and make enter. Here you are getting some values. First one is the authorized key, second one is the ID RSA, and third one is the ID RSA.pub. What is this pub? This pub is the public command, and you have to provide this public key. This public key you have to provide to this authorized key. Then only it will become passwordless, because it will become public one. Sometimes it may be a chance that you will not get this authorized key. Then you have to generate once again. The same procedure you have to do it once again. Then after that you will get this authorized. Now you have to move this public key to this authorized key. How you will move? So for that we have the command cat one space dollar home, where this public key is present. So this public key is present in home slash dot ssh. You have to provide the path where it is present. So it is present in this location dot pub. This is the key. Now I have to provide this key to the authorized key. How to provide? So I will make use of some redirection sign. If you are familiar with the Unix, you may be not getting any confusion. So this is the command where you are providing. Now what you have, how you will provide again? Where is the authorized key is present? So that authorized key is present at the location home slash dot ssh, where, and here you have to copy this one. This either you can copy it or you can simply type the command. So for typing it will be better that you can copy this one. How you will copy? So simply copy and paste this one. Now what is happening? You are providing this ID RSA public key to this authorized key. Okay, now simply press enter. What will happen? Again you will get your from open here. Now it means that you have simply provided this public key to this authorized key. Okay, now we want to check whether it has become the passwordless or not. How to check that? For checking that we have the command that is the sh one space localhost. Okay, once you type this command, make enter. Now here a question will be arrived whether it is going to ask me the password or not. So see, just wait for it time. Here it doesn't ask me the password. Is this clear? Anybody is here? Okay. So here it doesn't ask the password. Now what you have to do? You are completed with the Java and shell passwordless. Now we have to do the configuration for the Hadoop. How we will do the configuration for the Hadoop? So here first we have to check whether the Hadoop is present in your system or not. So type the command ls, it will give you. So here my Hadoop 1.2.1 version is present, that is the tar file. Same thing, this tar file can be downloaded from the terminal, or this can be copy and paste from the Windows or somewhere else where you have kept your file. Now again, after in the home directory you have to extract this one like the Java one only, then we have to move towards this one. So how to move this one? For that we have the command cd. Then where we have to go? We have to go inside the Hadoop 1.2.1. Now we will inside the Hadoop folder. Now what you have to do? We have to simply set the configuration for this Hadoop. So first and the very first command for the configuration of the Hadoop is the nano con, then Hadoop, whatever the Hadoop we have the command hadoop.env dot hadoop dash env dot sh. What will be after this one? Here what we are going to do? Here we are simply typing the we are providing the Hadoop environment variable hadoop dash env dot sh. By this command we will provide the environment variable to the Hadoop. Now simply make enter. Make sure that you are in the Hadoop directory. If you are in the home directory, this will show that the command not found. So first we have to move toward the Hadoop one, then you have to do this configuration. So simply press enter. Let's see what will happen. So see here, you will get this file. Here one file will be there as a comment line. See on the screen, it is something like that, export Java home. So this export Java home will be already present like this one with the comment one. You have to simply remove this comment, okay, make it active and check it whether you are whatever the location where JDK is present in your system is the same or not. So we have seen how to generate the key and value pair. Okay. Now after that you have to make the passwordless, okay, cell. How to make that passwordless cell? For that first we have to generate the key. So the command for generating the key is /sh without any space. Type the command keygen 1 space -t space RSA. RSA is the algorithm. You may be familiar with this one. 1 space, then 1 dash.
We can't see your screen.
Oh. Okay. Now. Yeah. So we have to type the command, that is the /sh 1 dash. Okay. So then after this 1 space -p, that p should be capital, then again 1 space, okay, then you have to open and close the double quote sign, okay. You should make it enter. Now it will ask you to enter the file in which you want to save the key and value pair. Don't give any file name, okay, simply make enter. Again, if it is asking anything, don't give any value, just type enter, okay, it will automatically save to your default location. In my case it is already present, so it asking me to override. No, I don't want to override, so it will return me that prompt. Now you want to see what key you have generated. For generating seeing, we have the listing command, that is the ls space dot ssh cell. We will move toward this one. Now you may be able to see that here authorized key, IDRSA dot public and known host, 4 things are present. What we have to do? We have to do that this IDRSA dot pub, this is my public key, and I have to make this public key as the authorized key. How to make that one? For that we have the command cat 1 space $home, then where you have to provide the location where it is present. So it is present in home /sh cell, and we are providing here the id_rsa.pub. So this is the public key, and we have to make this key as the authorized key. So how to make that? So we will simply redirect that one, and again we have to redirect up to what location? We have to redirect up to authorized key location. So simply type the command whatever I have done on my screen if you are able to see, or it may be available in the documents. Okay, so simply type the command authorized key. Okay, make enter. Now your public key has been made as the authorized key. What should be next? I want to check whether it has become the passwordless or not. So for that we have the command, that is /s one space localhost. Okay, it will contact to the localhost. If it is became the passwordless, it will not ask me here the password. Otherwise it will ask me the password. Make one enter. Just wait whether it is going to ask the password or not. I think it will not ask. Wait, it's taking some time. Yeah, what it's saying, could not resolve host name localhost or name or authorized name. Authorized key. Wait, I have to check it again. There is some spelling mistakes in the localhost. Now type the command enter, and it should not ask the password here. See, here it is not asking the password. Okay, now we have set our shell as the passwordless. Now what we have to do, we have to simply move towards the Hadoop. Means we have to download the Hadoop. You can download the Hadoop from the terminal also, or you can directly download into the Windows and just copy and paste it into your home directory of the virtual machine of the or the direct Unix operating system. Now I am going to check. Yeah, tell me.
Please type the command for downloading from the terminal.
For downloading from the terminal, the command is simply sudo one space I'll just on the document I'll provide each and everything. Okay, if you don't want to download right now.
No, it's fine.
Okay, so see, in my case it's Hadoop 1.2.1.tar.gz is present. Okay, now I have to simply extract it. So we can extract it in the home directory only. Here, whatever this folder, right click this one, simply make the extract here. One folder will be created like this one, Hadoop 1.2.1. Now we have to do the configuration for the Hadoop, so we can use the Hadoop. So what will be the configuration? What is the required configuration for the Hadoop? For that we have to move toward the Hadoop folder. How to go to the Hadoop folder? So we have to change the directory. For that we have the command cd, type this Hadoop folder name. Okay, now I am inside the Hadoop folder 1.2. Now I will check what is present inside this one. So for that we have the command list ls. See here, bin folder is there, some different jars is there, some configurations files is there. Okay, so all the configuration file will be present here in the conf directory. Now again I can move toward the configuration and check what is present in the configuration. See, now I am in the configuration. Here you may be able to see that Hadoop env.sh, Hadoop core means core site.xml, that next one is the map-read site XML and SDFS site XML. That is the only 4 configuration, 3 and 4 configuration we have to do that. So how to write the configuration for that? So first we have to come to the Hadoop one, Hadoop directory. Then now, just wait 1 minute. Now I am inside the Hadoop. Okay, very first configuration here, what we have to do, we have to set the environment variable for the Hadoop. Like how we have set the configuration means environment variable for the Java, same we have to set the configuration variable means environment variable for the Hadoop. How to set? For that we have the command, make sure that you are in the Hadoop directory. After that you have to type the command nano, that is the editor. You can use any one editor, but see here I am using the nano. Where is your configuration present? That is present inside the conf Hadoop env.sh. See here, this is the inside the conf directory we have the Hadoop env.sh. So we have to go towards that environment variable, make enter. Okay, one page will open. If you are going for the first time, this export java.home will be by default made as the comment like this one. You have to simply remove that comment line. Now export java home will appear to you. Okay, what you have to do, you have to give here the same JDK location where your JDK is present. You have to give the location of the JDK. Okay, simply come out of this one by Control X. It will ask you to change. Yeah, change, then one more enter. Now your Hadoop configuration for the environment variable has been set up. Now what is the next configuration you need? Your very next configuration is the configuration file that is known as the core site.xml. Here you may be able to find it somewhere here. This is the core site.xml. Why we need this core site.xml? This core site.xml is simply for name node storage. Okay, where your name node will be stored. So type the command nano space conf slash core site.xml, make enter. Okay, one file will open. If you are doing it for the first time, from this one, this configuration, whatever I have highlighted here, it will be not present. Only this XML and configuration with blank will be present. So here you have to write the properties. So what is the first property I have to write? Property, you can simply copy paste what I have given in the document, or you can type, there is no problem. Okay, so property first is the fs dot default name. What is this fs? This is the file system. Okay, specify the, and this one fs dot default dot name will specify the default location of your name node. Okay, in the next line you may be able to see some value, that is the 9000, that is the port number for the name node. Okay, now the second property you have to set, you have to make one folder, that is the hadoop.tmp.dir. This is the temporary folder where we are storing our all Hadoop data. What we are going to do in our Hadoop work, that will be stored in this temp variable. Now where this temp variable will be present? This temp variable will be present in the directory, that is the home Vikram, and here one h data Hadoop. Then inside here, what is the name of the user, you have to provide. If the name of your system is the user, you have to write user.name, or if you have given something else, you have to write that name. So here in my case it is Vikram, so I have given the Vikram.name. So this is the very first configuration we required in the Hadoop. Okay, and this configuration dealing with only the name node, location, and the data where we are going to store. So that data is stored in this location. Whatever the value we are setting here, this is the location of the data. Now we have to come out of this one by Control X. What is the next command? We have to set the HDFS. That is the third configuration. We have to set HDFS site.xml. Make enter. You will get this file open. Here what will be happen inside this HDFS? Again this configuration will be from this configuration to this configuration line, and remaining 4 lines, whatever the property here, it will be not there, it will be totally blank. Here you have to set that property. So my first property name is the dfs.replication. What is this replication means? This is simply the number of the copies of the data node. Means number of the copies you are making of your block. How many copy? And we have in the theory part, we have seen that it will be by default copy will be 3. Okay, but here I am setting here the value as the 1, because only one copy we are dealing here. Because if you set the value as the 3, it will take some time and some memory also. So our normal work is there, we can deal it with the only single value, the single copy of our data. So DFS means distributed file system, replication means copy, how many copy you want to save. So I want to save only single copy. For that we have the command means value 1. Now we have to come out of this one by Control X. Now next we have to do the one more configuration, that is the map read, means simply the map reduce configuration. MapRed configuration site.xml. It is also present inside the Hadoop config. So what will be inside this one? Here you have to set the job tracker value. The configuration will be there with the blank. You have to set here the properties. What is the name of the property? Name of the property is the MapRed.job.tracker. Means here we are setting the job tracker. And what is the port number we are setting here? It is the 9001. Earlier what we have the set for the name node, it is stored at something value, that is the 9000. Here one next value is there, that is the 9001. Now we have to come out of this one, okay, by Control X. Each and every one can see here that there are only 4 configuration we require in the Hadoop. First one is the Hadoop environment variable. Second one the core site for name node and data storage. Second one is the SDFS for the replication copy of the data node. And third one is the MapRed site. That is for the what? That is for the job tracker. Now we have done with the configuration. We have to check whether the Hadoop and Java is present correctly or not. So for that we have the command nano, again one tilde sign, then dot bash rc. We are going to bash rc. See here, it will show that Java home and Hadoop home. Leave the remaining pig and hive. First see the first two only. That is the Java home and the Hadoop home along with the paths. Okay, it's present here. Now I have to come out of this one. Okay, and what will be the next step? Here if you are using for the first time, the Java will be present automatically and you have to give the Hadoop home and path. Now your Hadoop configuration is over. What will be the next command? We have the next command something as the bash for the bash shell. Type the bash shell. Okay, it will return you the prompt only. Now you have the command that is known as the Hadoop. Simple type Hadoop enter. If every configuration whatever you have made it is correct, you will get the value like this, the screen like this. Again one terminal will be returned, means that is the prompt will be returned. If you are not, means your all value is not correct, then you will get some message. But here you may be able to see that it is returning simply the prompt. Now what you have to do? We have to format the name node. How to format the name node? For that we have the command bin/hadoop space name node, then one space dash format. Okay, make sure that you whenever you are going to start your Hadoop cluster, don't format your name node each and every time, because whatever the work you have saved, and if you are going to format, it will be totally format. I think you people may be clear with the function of the format command. So each and every time it will be format. So only one time you have to format this. Okay, when you type this command and make enter, it will start formatting your name node. So I have already made some examples, so I will not format it. Okay, after formation format, what you have to do? You have to start your Hadoop cluster. How to start your Hadoop cluster? So for starting the Hadoop cluster, you should be in the Hadoop folder. Now I am also in the Hadoop 1.2. Here I have to type the command bin/start -all or .sh. If you want by single command, you can start all the daemons. Okay, like this, start all, or if you want you can start one by one, there is no problem. So it is better that you can start by single command. So for that we have the bin/start-all.sh, and make sure that you have typed this command into the Hadoop directory. Okay, make enter. See what is happening. Here it is saying that a starting name node logging to this location. Okay, here and the earlier, if you have not make it passwordless, what will happen? It will ask you to enter the password each and every time. For that purpose we have make it passwordless. Now it will contact starting secondary name node, starting data node, starting name node, all are starting job tracker. So all the daemons what is required, that is the name node, secondary name node, job tracker, task tracker and data node, all will be started by a single command only. Now just see, yeah, so all has been started. See here, starting name node, then starting data node, starting secondary name node, starting task tracker, starting job tracker. So all has been started. Now you have to check whether all has started successfully or not, or is anyone has missing. So for checking all the daemons, you have the command jps. Simply type the command jps. What will happen? It will show. See here, it is showing me job tracker, task tracker and JPS, data node, secondary name node. I think anyone is missing here, or it's correct. Job tracker is missing. Oh, so there may be some problem. So right now I have to format it. Okay, so for that leave it, I'll check once again. Okay, if you are doing it for the first time, there is no problem. So there we have the command start all. It will start all the daemons and it will be listed here. Okay, now what you have to do, you have already started the Hadoop cluster. For stopping the Hadoop cluster, same, replace the start with stop. Okay, now if you have started this Hadoop cluster, you want to check one by default variable, how it will look like. Okay, so simple, open your browser. Okay, just wait, browser is opening. Here each and everything will be shown on your browser. So open your Mozilla Firefox from this one only and let it started. Just be online. Everyone has started. Thank you again. Okay, Asim, you can leave it. There is what we have to see. We have to check it. Our that the name node or the data node is started successfully or not. So we have to check it on our browser. How to check that? So for checking name node, we have the command or something with the port number which I am going to show. Type the simply localhost colon localhost colon, then you have to give the value. And what is the value for checking that name node? We have the value that is the 50070. What it will do when you make it enter localhost 50070, it will give you the Hadoop DFS page. See here, it is not showing because unable to connect. Why it is not showing? Because in my case one of the name node, one of the daemon was not working correctly here. Just wait, I'll format it again. Bin slash Hadoop name node one space format. Now I'll format the see here. Don't format each and every time because your data will be lost. So if you are getting some problem, then only you have to format that one. It will take some time to format. You have to wait for that. See, if it is visible to everyone, you may be able to see this one, that it is formatting and it is giving some message also. See here, shutting down name node, something like that, then you will get this prompt. Now it means that your name node has been successfully formatted. Now I have already started my cluster. So first I have to stop this, then again I will start to check all the daemons whether it is working correctly or not. See here, as we have seen in the case of the start all, each and every one starting job tracker, starting task tracker. Similarly, you will get message like stopping job tracker or each and everything. So wait for some time. Now I think it's all has been stopped. Now see, again I have already formatted, so I will start my cluster by the single command only because it will be easy. I think this time it will take all the daemons. Starting name node, starting job tracker, data node. Yeah, I think it's working right now. I have to check all the daemons. For that, what is the command? The command is the JPS make enter. It should display all the 5 daemons with one JPS value. See here, now this time I am getting all the daemons: task tracker, job tracker, okay, name node, data node and secondary node, means 5 daemons plus 1 JPS. I think it's working correctly right now. So I have to check it on the browser. How to check it on the browser? We have seen that. So first we have to move to the open the browser, type the command, same command, that is the localhost colon 50070. If you are all the daemons are working correctly, it will open one page, that is the Hadoop admin page. See here, you may be able to find this one, DFS. Just click on this one, browse this DFS. It is showing something that file, how many size of the cluster, each and everything is showing. Now for again we have to check one more thing, that is the local host colon 50030. If everything is working, then these two pages will be open successfully. Here what will happen, here you will get the job tracker, means how your job is working. In this diagram you may be able to see some values, but right now we have not started any work, so here there will be no map, something, all will be 0. First, if it is your setup is correct, these two page will open. Now what I will do, I will check it with one example. So in the Hadoop folder we have by default some of the examples given. Okay, so first let's check what is the examples given there and where that is present. So that examples will be totally present in the Hadoop, this one, Hadoop examples 1.2.1.jar. So we have to check some of the examples from this one. How to check? So for that we have to go to the type the command bin/Hadoop. Here Hadoop is the simply command, not anything, and I have to make the use of the jar, so I am typing the jar one space, and where your examples are present, so the examples are present in the Hadoop examples .jar. Then by default some of the examples is here. So first example and the easiest example here is, in our case, that is the estimation of the value of the pi. So I hope you all will be clear with the pi, that is the 3.2000. Okay, after pi I have to give the two values. What is these two values? So first one and second one, 10 10 I am setting, means 10 mapper function will be there and 10 reducer function will be there. Make enter. You will see something happening. It will take some times. Okay, now it will show you, see here, number of the maps equal to 10 and samples per map is 10. Now your mapper and reducer work has started. You have to wait till you get the result. See here, it's showing map 0% and reduce 0%. You have to wait till map 100% and reduce 100%. Same thing after here, you can check it in your browser, that is the localhost 50070. It will appear here, there only. So just wait till it complete the 100%. It will take some time. It will depends upon the systems. Okay, if your system is freely, means some more than 4 GB RAMs, then it will take less time.